How's it going, everybody? The Seer here, and we have some very exciting news for you guys. As you see right now, there has been a data mine saying that Pocket Dimension will be returning. It looks like these shards will be including Night Stalkers, Annihilators, Absolute A-Force, Illuminati, and Astral. Now, because Absolute A-Force is on here, it sounds like this may be coming towards the end of the Absolute A-Force release method. So I would say this is maybe going to be about 3 weeks away, maybe a month at tops because of this. Now, the other exciting thing is, looks like there's going to be a new time heist on here, which means that the new level cap will be coming. So all of the speculation that's been going around, the video that I did about a month ago saying, hey, around this time, there's going to be a level cap increase. It looks like so far my prediction as far as the timeline has been correct. So thank you, QuickDraw, for getting this information. I'm going to put his Discord in the description below. Make sure that you do join his Discord channel. He has a lot of great data mines, and he's pretty helpful with the community as far as saying, hey, these things sounds like they're going to be coming down the pipeline. So it gives you a little bit more of a heads up as far as that goes. Now, as far as the blog post, it looks like there's going to be an update to Battleworld. Now, this has been pretty controversial as far as how Battleworld has been received. Based on all the hype level that came with this, it hasn't really lived up to everybody's expectations, which I completely understand. I had this hyped up quite a while as well. So it looks like what's going on is they're going to be putting a pause on Battleworld at this time. So let's go ahead and read this blog post, and then we'll kind of do a discussion about this afterwards. First and foremost, we want to extend a thank you to everyone who has shared their thoughts and feedback on Battleworld game mode during the preseason test period. Since its launch, your input has been invaluable in helping us shape this exciting addition to Marvel Strike Force. After carefully reviewing community feedback and conducting our own evaluations, we made the decision to temporarily pause Battleworld to implement key improvements. So, as you know, I'm fairly optimistic. I like to look at the bright side of things. I don't like doing the rage videos and everything, saying, hey, this is trash. So we're going to kind of analyze this together. So let's keep reading. So what's next for Battleworld? The Battleworld preseason and the upcoming sieges will conclude on December 8th. That looks like that's going to end up being on Sunday. So it looks like we have 2 more days left of Battleworld. We have today, then we have tomorrow for the Null fight, and then it should be kind of paused. Following this, Battleworld activity will take a short break until early next year. This pause will allow us to make enhancements that align with the community suggestions and ensure the mode is engaging and enjoyable as possible upon its return. The preseason achieved its goal of gathering your valuable feedback, which has been critical in shaping our vision for the future Battleworld. While the original plan was to refine the mode over time, we believe pausing now to focus on these updates is the best way to deliver the experience you deserve. So it looks like initially they were just going to keep Battleworld going, and then probably every season implement new changes to it. Instead, what they're doing is they're just putting a dead stop on it, and then they're going to make the changes, and then they're going to end up releasing again. I actually prefer that because as of right now, it does feel like a chore. It's like, hey, do your dishes, do your laundry, do your homework, and now you get to have your dessert-based Null. And I know some people didn't really enjoy the Null fight. I did enjoy a lot of the testing and theory crafting because of the bleed mechanic that was in there. But let's keep reading this. So what updates are coming? We're excited about Battleworld's potential and prioritizing improvements in response to your feedback. Specifically, we're focusing on reducing coordination challenges for alliances. So this sounds like it's talking about the events, how it's do your spec ops. It looks like they're going to be kind of working on that, reducing the coordination aspect of it, because the spec ops is dreadful. I do agree with a lot of the feedback, especially Dorky saying, hey, we can set our spec ops for war and then just kind of forget it. Why can't we do that for spec ops? So if they're able to do something like that, that would be great. Also have it to where there's certain fun mechanics for actually completing your spec ops. If you do day 1, have it to where you have bonuses for the following day, and then it keeps stacking on all the way until the Null fight. That would be fantastic. Having it to where, hey, if you get 100% all 5 days on the Null fight, you're going to have these bonuses for that fight, which will really help you out. Something like that, as opposed to getting like 2,000 to 4,000 points for the entire alliance. That's not really that impactful. All right, so the next thing, Ensuring Battleworld is a great use of your playtime. This I completely agree with. It's basically log in, hit auto, and then put your phone down, come back when the match is over, even on difficulty 5 for some of those nodes. However, zone 4 and 5, there is actually a somewhat challenge to it, but it's still kind of just auto content without actually having the sim button. Making participation more accessible for smaller alliances. So the issue with this was like the Spec Ops, how they kind of require like 1 diamond on dark promo credit characters, or diamonds, 7 red stars, so stuff like that. It really kind of locks out some of these smaller alliances, especially on some of the matches, like the bonus node on zone 5. They're just shut out of that because they don't have Odin on there. So this is kind of good that they're looking at that aspect of it as well. Now, bullet point that's not on here is something of, let's get rid of one of the nodes. Let's make it to where there's fun mechanics on some of these, like add scourges, the packs, add in like the zombie and vampire. Those mechanics were so much fun. If they can implement that into Battleworld, that'd be so cool for them to do. Also, a lot of the nodes was just kind of repetitive. Like one of the nodes was 5 of the Deathlocks that dropped down with 1 other character, 4 Wolverines with 1 Old Man Logan. Make it to where it's more engaging. They're able to do these mixed teams and really fun characters on the Trials and Dark Dimension. They need to do those type of teams and interesting interactions from like Dark Dimension and stuff in Battleworld. That would really spice up a lot of this content. So let's keep going on here. So we'll be actively collaborating with the Player Council and Envoys to address these areas while amplifying the elements you've told us you enjoy most. So what I want you guys to do is in the comments section, put down what changes you would love to see come to Battleworld. I'll be sure to pass that information along so we can try to make this a very successful game mode that's actually exciting and people are looking forward to, as opposed to something that feels like a chore. So make sure to put your comments and what you want to happen in the description. So now the big question, what's going to happen about your Battleworld credits? During the pause, the Battleworld store will remain available, allowing you to spend any Battleworld credits you've earned. Additionally, there may be opportunities to earn Battleworld credits through upcoming events, even while the mode is on break. Details will be shared in the future blog. That's great because that store does have a lot of new characters in there. The Orcus characters, the Annihilator characters, and the way they were kind of having that as a stepping stone before they go into the farmable locations, I really like that aspect of it. So what about the Astral and their Awakened abilities? Because the extra power the Astral team gets in War when you unlock their Awakened abilities, we're adding the Awakened abilities to Ancient One, Emma Frost X-Men, Doctor Strange, and Moon Dragon to the upcoming events. That's really good because that was one of the first questions I had is, hey, the Astral team, they're a Battleworld first team. What do you plan to do with them? Considering people might have gone hard on this team to really push into Battleworld and the null boss fight. So how are you going to address this? So it looks like they're making it to where the War portion of those 4 characters are going to now be in the upcoming events. That way you can actually use them in War as well. I do see value of this team as well in the upcoming Cosmic Crucible season. We kind of went over the Cosmic Crucible next season changes, and I do see value to where this team could actually work in there, whether it's an offensive team or a defensive team. So I do like that aspect of it. So what about the Purple ISO? We understand that Purple ISO is a significant part of Battleworld rewards, so while Battleworld is on pause, we will add Purple ISO 8 to War rewards. That's actually really good. Be on the lookout for these changes soon. So with the War changes, being able to get Purple ISO in there as well, that's going to help people get Odin, so I'm actually all for that change. So what about Null? We know Null has been a highly anticipated addition to rosters everywhere, and we're keeping the excitement top of mind. When Battleworld returns, we're planning ways to make up for the downtime with increased Null Shard rewards or other opportunities to help you unlock the King of Black. We're confident that these improvements during the Battleworld pause will make Battleworld a stronger, more enjoyable experience for all players. Stay tuned for updates on its return early next year. Thank you for being a vital part of Marvel Strike Force community. We can't wait to share what's next. So this I know some people's kind of curious about. There was that one blog saying early 2025 there's going to be increased shards. I don't think that was in preparation of this. I think it was on top of that. So I'm really curious how they're going to be implementing more null shards and how many extra shards when this does return and when it does return. With the holiday break coming, because we have Christmas coming in about 19 days, there's going to be that break. So I would assume probably late January, early February is when Battleworld may come back. If they're just saying it's like Q1 portion of it, that could end up being as late as maybe March. So I'm really curious about this. Now, another question that I know you're going to be asking is, why did they release it like this as opposed to kind of delaying it even further? Because of the Age of X and Shadow King was tied to it, I think that they wanted to make sure that Battleworld came out. You got Shadow King, so you can progress the Age of X storyline. That way, Professor X isn't pushed back any further. So it is unfortunate that it kind of happened this way, but I completely understand from a company aspect of it. They already had everything planned. They did take some of our feedback, which is how they already adjusted like one of the nodes. They ended up adding in the bonus node. They added in the Herald mission. So they were taking our feedback, but I think it was kind of at a point of no return. So I'm really curious and excited for what changes will be coming. I hope you guys are as well. And this didn't really put a sour taste in your mouth. I'm just kind of more of an optimistic person, as I mentioned earlier. But let's go ahead and check out the blog post next. So the weekly blog, absolutely higher, further, faster. So it looks like Ms. Marvel Classic is coming. So that's actually really cool that they had Kahori come out first, then Ms. Marvel Classic, because those are the two anchor points on this team. The fact that this duo is coming out before Medusa, I'm actually really happy about that. So let's go ahead. The battle plan for December 7th through the 13th. So December 9th is going to be a Strike Pass with Blade. It's going to be a Kang the Conqueror Blitz, 4 Calling Birds, Season of Giving Absolute Assault. Then December 12th, that is going to end up being Thursday. So Thursday, Ms. Marvel Classic comes out. Then What If Winterland. Then December 13th, Family Reunion Quick Rumble. So Ms. Marvel Classic flying your way. Add air support to your Absolute A-Force War missions when Ms. Marvel Classic lands in battle December 12th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. She's an absolute beast. The testing that I was doing, even with the kind of nerf to where now if she has no charges or 2 exhaust, she's not healing everybody when they get hit. She's still going to be a very important member of the team. ISO, definitely make her a healer. You're not going to regret it. The way she works as a healer and how her bounce mechanic works, where if people drop under 40%, then they get all those buffs, they heal back up. And the fact that it doesn't happen once per battle, it's a brick wall to try to get through this team. So let's see if there's anything special on here. Unlock more special deals. This is going to be the limited gold training modules. So don't see anything saying step up offers. It might be like what they did with Kahori. We shall see. So what if Winterland? Go dashing through the multiverse to shovel up fun and rewards during this cool prequel event to the holidays. Join Kahori and Captain Carter as they recruit What If characters for a special event and prize from the mysterious figure, the Watcher. That's interesting. Maybe he's the 4th box of the Age of X. That would be really cool if the Watcher becomes the 4th unlocked figure before Professor X. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want him as actual playable character, or would you prefer he's kind of in the background, doesn't really get involved in these type of things? Let me know what you guys think in the comments about that. Commanders of all levels are welcome to join this adventure, as there are no requirements for any of the 3 chapters. You'll be provided with a full team. The cool rewards include Path to Kahori Orb Fragments and Snow Globes. For the Snow Globes, go for the Awakened abilities and go for those Astral Energies. That way you can try to get more stars on Shadow King. Again, Battleworld's coming back. Shadow King's going to be a good character for there. And also that team in War is pretty crazy. In Cosmic Crucible, if Shadow King takes a turn once he gets the payout, that special that he does on turn 1 is just going to delete 3 characters if it hits the adjacents and everything right away. So he's going to be pretty powerful. The cool rewards include Path to Kahori, Orb Fragments, and Snow Globes. The forecast calls for the What If Winterland event to begin on December 12th. Again, that is going to end up being Thursday. All right, so there is going to end up being a web poll that we see here. And currently it looks like Taskmaster and Ghost are winning this. So what this web poll is the top 2 votes on this team is going to end up joining that Thunderbolts team. So currently we have Taskmaster and Ghost in the lead on here. Now Taskmaster is one that it looks like is going to be the lock. It's 28%. What Taskmaster brings is going to be the assist mechanic like it does with the Underworld team. Taskmaster also has a stun mechanic and an AoE blind. So I'm really glad Taskmaster is joining the team. The other member looks like Ghost is leading, which is the other one that I wanted to end up winning this poll. Ghost is a fantastic character where Ghost has the dodge mechanic kind of built in, has great sustain, and if the ultimate goes off, it's a massive AoE blast that also heals up. Ghost also has a turn meter rewind built into the kit. So I'm really glad that these two are kind of winning because that's going to put some very interesting interactions with the Thunderbolts team. Now, third place is going to be Winter Soldier. The unfortunate thing about Winter Soldier is when he got the rework for the Rebirth team, it was very lackluster. He does have that stun on the ultimate. However, that was only in raid. So I don't think they're going to open that up to everywhere. The special, how it does the multi-hit with the bleeds, that is devastating. However, I think that Ghost and Taskmaster would be more interesting. Yelena does have an interesting kit where she has a big AoE blast as well. However, she really wasn't great when she came out with the skill military team. Red Guardian is going to be that pre-taunt, has a nice heal mechanic on there. But we already have a lot of pre-taunts in the game with Man-Thing and Sasquatch and Gladiator. So even though it would be nice to have a pre-taunt on this Thunderbolt team, I think we can do with the Taskmaster and Ghost interaction instead. US Agent was not a well-received character as well. He was always the first one subbed out as far as outside of raids, because in raids we were able to take Super Scroll and take Agent Venom out. Then US Agent was in just so we had that 2 hero 2 villain mechanic, but he's really not that great of a character. So I am really happy that Taskmaster and Ghost is winning this. So let's go ahead and go back to the blog and read what information they have on this. So thanks to the community's votes in our recent web poll, the upcoming Thunderbolts team continues to take shape. The community chose Songbird and Hyperion as the 2 new recruits for the team, so be on the lookout for the debut in the future. Your chance to shape the future of the Thunderbolts and Marvel Strike Force community continues with a new web poll. Which of the following characters, Marvel Strike Force characters, would you like to see join the new Thunderbolts team? The top 2 choices will join the team, so vote each day and make your voice heard. Here's your choices. So that's what we just went over. So it's vote once per day. You're going to get some campaign energy and power cores. It's not a substantial amount, but you're helping shape a new team, just like we got to do with the Night Stalkers. I'm really happy that we have the opportunity to do this again. So coming soon, the Alliance chat improvement. So it looks like this is going to be a quality of life improvement. I think it mainly came due to Battleworld because there's a lot of coordination that needed to come with that, with the spec ops and how to attack for people that don't actually have Discord. So I'm fine with this. Let's see what each tab ends up bringing you. So the general is going to be where you're going to chat with your Alliance about in-game alert without the in-game alerts interrupting you. Strategy is going to be the tab for playing around various game modes like raids and war. You'll find the alerts concerning various game modes here as well, or raids being launched, helicarrier room updates, unlocking raid reward tiers, and more. Activities just going to be like people unlocking characters, getting red stars, stuff like that. So strategy and activity combined look to go into the general. So general and activity combined goes into strategy. I might just end up staying on the general tab. We'll see how this ends up looking. So Jarvis disruption. Due to a technical issue, some players may be unable to use parts of Jarvis interface. We'll provide an update and a timeline when our technicians have addressed the issues. Don't forget that you can head to the analysis section of our website for ISO 8, T4, team trends, and other roster recommendations. I really wish they had on here the ISO information as well. They have it in the blog post. So if they can kind of find a way to implement that in game, because they did start doing that for certain characters, saying, hey, if you use your safety attack, this is going to happen. If they can just keep doing that, that would have solved a lot of the issues. Let's continue down here. The Friday free claim is going to be 7,005 golden ring milestone points and 100 campaign energy. So it does look like there's going to be a new character shard on here. That is unfortunate. Next up are going to be the events. Let's go ahead and do a rapid fire on this. So battle in the Cosmic Crucible, spend absolute A-Force showcase energy, and open the Goblin Maleficent Sin Orb. That is a tongue twister. Try to say that 3 times fast. The rewards can be Blade Diamond promotions, Crimson Gear, and T3 level 1 ions. And this is going to start on December 9th. Now, for the orb that we mentioned, there's going to be the Greed costume. That's the Mephisto costume for the Green Goblin Classic. 500 Dark Diamond credits, 30,000 Snow Globes, and 20,000 points towards the 4 Calling Birds milestone. I just want to see what the cost of this is. The 500 Dark Diamonds is enticing, so I wouldn't mind getting more of those to kind of save up for the Old Man Logan Diamonds whenever they come out. And the Mephisto, considering we just had the event being able to get diamonds on him, so we're probably about 3 months away from that, so I'm trying to stock up for that. Season of Giving, spend Snow Globes. This is going to be the web milestone, so the web event right here. This is going to be December 9th as well. And then Absolute Assault, play Alliance War, collect allied, supply 6 orb fragments, collect Snow Globes, and Path to Kahori orbs. I can use more of her. She's a fantastic character. That's going to be December 9th as well. Then there's going to be the Quick Rumble on December 13th. That's next Friday. So Quick Rumble with Fantastic Four. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you engage in the comments section about what we mentioned with the Battleworld portion on here. And also, make sure that you are stocking up. Don't fall into the trap of spending too many of your resources, because it does look like that level cap is coming based on the data mines and the Pocket Dimension as well. Again, Pocket Dimension, I'm guessing, is about 3 weeks to a month away based on the information where it says Absolute A-Force is on here. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Until next time, have one for the rest of the day.